Hey YouTubers, here's a pretty cool Excel trick, and what it is using conditional formatting, sort of like how you'd use V-Lookup. Let's say you have a bunch of data, like say for salesmen, and you have the figures for each day of the week. Every time they sold something, you enter the data, or you could even use this for inventory. You could use this for anything. But let's say you got a whole bunch of rows. Say you got 1,000 rows. Here I just have like 100. But it gets kind of confusing looking up the data. And a VLOOKUP usually only looks up just one line at a time. But this here will look up all the lines. Like say for instance, I want to look up Bob's sales. Click on my drop down box, go to Bob, and it highlights all of Bob's sales. And it makes it so much easier to see with all this data. Just highlights just Bob's. Say I want to highlight just like Sally's. Click on Sally. Okay, so I don't have to sit here and search each line or each row. It automatically just highlights Sally's data. Now to do this, you have to do a little bit of setting up here, but I'll show you how to do it. Let's go to sheet 2, and what we'll do is first we have to make a list. So what we'll do is we'll copy the names of the salesmen, and we'll do a Control C, and then we'll come over, say, to H2. Well, let's go over here to K, and let's do a Control V, and that made our list. So what we're going to do now is we'll go to H2, and let's put a box around it so we know where it's at. Okay, then you go up to the Data tab, click on that, click on Data Validation, Data Validation again. You get this box here, so you click on Change Any Value to List, and then on your source you click on this. Go over and highlight your whole list there. Click on this again and click on OK. So what it'll do now, it creates a drop down box. So Sally, George, whatever. And what I like to do is I like to go over to back to home here, make it bold and center it, and then this way it stands out. And the advantage of this is you don't have to type any names in, and if you type them in wrong, you misspell something, then the conditional formatting won't work. So this here, it's error proof. It works every time. Now to hide this list here, say you don't want this list to show, you just right click, like say on right above the row where it says K, go down here to where it says hide, and just click off of it, and it's hidden. So this way now you just have your drop down box and you don't have a list here. And then if you ever want to go back and update your list, you just highlight both of these cells, right click on it, click on unhide, and there's your list again. So let's go ahead and hide this again. Okay, now to make our conditional formatting, what we have to do, we'll start with the upper left hand corner of our data, and we'll highlight the whole array. Like I said, I have about 100 rows here. Okay, and then we'll leave that highlighted. We'll go back to the top, and we'll go to conditional formatting, and we'll go down here to New Rule, and then we'll go to use a formula to determine which cells to format, and in the formula box here we'll put an equal sign, and then we'll click on the first active cell, which is upper left hand corner, because this is the row that it's going to do the searching on. So we click on this, and you see it makes it absolute. So an easy way to remember how to fix this is to hit F4 twice. Here's once, there's twice, and you see the dollar signs just in front of the A, and that's how we want it. Then we're going to hit equals one more time, and then we're going to go up here and click on where the drop down box is. Okay, so that's our formula. That's what our formula should look like. Okay, so then we go over here to format. We don't want to hit enter yet. We hit format. Let's pick yellow. That's my favorite. Okay, and hit OK. Hit OK one more time. Click off of it, and you see every one of these that's Sally. Since it's Sally, every one of these it'll pick Sally, and this is because I don't have it sorted out. And I just wanted to show you both ways where the rows are not sorted and the ways where they are sorted. So let's say one more time we want to pick Chris. All of Chris's sales are highlighted. Okay, now so say if we want to sort it, we just highlight all the names. Like that. And then we'll go up to sort and filter. Click on that. And let's say sort A to Z. It's going to ask me, do I want to expand my selection? Yes. So we'll leave that alone, hit sort. And then now you see that all of Chris's sales are together. And like say if you want to find out Lester's, go up here, click Lester, and you don't have to do any searching. It automatically highlights everything for you. Okay, hopefully this was helpful. This is a pretty neat trick. I use it all the time, and it's real easy to look up data. In this way it keeps you from making a mistake of trying to, like, well, you know, if you start here and you start to go across and maybe your eyes end up down here, this way when it's highlighted there's no way to make a mistake. So hopefully this helped you, and if you have any questions just send me an email. Thank you. Bye.